fans, the Los Angeles Rams. Most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. What a story. The Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. 4-11-1 last year, 2-14 the season before that. Oh, here they are. The is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone. For the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Throw left side, complete to Chase. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and trying to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 8 yards to go on second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was good.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
What was that, Rob?
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call. and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Mixon with a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Stafford on first down. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions.
They'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Burrow. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And still fighting. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
80 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, shedding the tackle. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Akers hit, he coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to roll the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for L.A. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Bengals on just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll buy some time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Only 3 yards on catch. It's 3rd down. Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he's going to be stacked up. To throw is Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee.
I like the thought process. I like the design. But I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man. Because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline. And they don't get the yards after the catch.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now. Another catch for him there on this drive, but they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and some room to roam now. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of...
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
On 1st and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Uzomah. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Out to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on off,
fights through and now a crease. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he is tackled. Inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
For a tight end, he's... Got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down now, Mixon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And
he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Stafford. High throw, but the catch is made. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, Akers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid it on picking up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll fake it. Now Stafford going up top for Kupp. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass to Mixon on the check down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And Burrow going to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 33. Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they can't bring him down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Burrow on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. readies for its next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does him no...
And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Here's Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. Is they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Burrow on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after eluding the pressure right. He will find his man Chase complete. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a give to Mixon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the... Burrow on play action. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Burrow flushed out right. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. I don't even know. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Logan Wilson, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Over the middle to Beckham. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Stafford on first down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford going right back to Beckham here, complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He gets away from one. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Throwing now. Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Pushes him over. How did he stay on his feet? And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's about that time.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Being chased out left. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more. Covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up.
And he will take it on in for a Bengal. With his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. And he's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage, that's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guy.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time, it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Complete, Jefferson the target. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 29, Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
Wow, 185 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Bank trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.